Hey guys, hope you are doing well. So after this consolidation weekend, we might see some turbulence on the market as we are heading into this Genesis liquidity problems with digital currency group, and also maybe Grayscale trust also affected. So let's dive into and my name is Mike Denkler from CorionX, and we are bringing you the most important crypto news, technical analysis, altcoin, NFT, DeFi gems to keep you updated and educated about the evolution of money and the evolution of internet. So guys, let's smash those like, push the bell notification, or subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Smashing those like is helping out the YouTube algorithm, so appreciate all your likes, and be sure subscribe to our channel, push the bell notification all, and you will be notified whenever we are sharing a new video. Guys, I should state that nothing in this video can be considered as a financial or investment advice. Everything just for your education and entertainment purposes only. Always do your own research and make your decisions based on your research and based on your financial conditions. So let's go and check out our favorite bubble charts. As you see, the market is correcting, especially Chili's and Algorand, coins that are correlated to this football World Cup, that they are correcting after a huge pump, and other coins are correcting as well. And as we see, Bitcoin is just in +0, and Ethereum dumped today because the FTX hacker started to sell Ethereum and swapped to RAN BTC, so wrapped BTC. I don't see any greenness here, maybe just the Bitfinex token Leo is in green, but most of the market is in red. And as we are starting Monday, we might see lower prices and also maybe a huge dump from here. What about our favorite indicator, the crypto fear and greed index? It is at 24, so we are still in the extreme fear zone and just dropped back to these 20 levels and hovering around here. So investor sentiment still is in fear. So what about our first news? Bitcoin scarcity rises as bad exchanges take 1.2 million BTC out of circulation. So 1.2 million Bitcoin is a huge amount, is almost 6.3% of the total Bitcoin circulating supply, and 14 crypto exchanges together that they are responsible for that. What does that mean? That people are getting to understand that if not your keys, that not your cheese or not your coins, so you should definitely buy a Ledger Nano S Plus or X. You find the link in the description. You can order directly from the manufacturer, and then you can hold and store your crypto safely on your Ledger Nano. So I think this is the main reason, but let's get into. So numerous crypto exchanges over the last decade has permanently taken out at least almost 6%, 1.2 million BTC of the total issuable Bitcoin from circulation. So together, 14 crypto exchanges together were responsible for the loss of 1.2 million Bitcoin, which represent 6.3% of the 19,200 Bitcoin currently in circulation. 19,200, but this is million, so million guys, million. They just missed writing here million. So BTC lost on different exchanges, on different hacks. You see the numbers, a huge amount of Bitcoins are lost here. While the scarcity of Bitcoin is directly related to its value as an asset, Luke pointed out that fake Bitcoin offerings currently threaten the ecosystem, adding that Bitcoin will not be a great store of value if most people are buying fake Bitcoin. Investigation confirmed that at least 80 crypto assets have Bitcoin in their names, aimed purely to mislead BTC investors. So Bitcoin Gold, Bitcoin Dark, Bitcoin Blue, Bitcoin Black, and all other Bitcoin that they are having its name. So 80 plus crypto assets have the word Bitcoin in their name. 14 have a market cap over 1 million, 3 claim to be Bitcoin, 1 is Bitcoin, 1 is Bitcoin. And also last week, Nayib Bukele, president of El Salvador, announced that we are buying 1 Bitcoin every day starting tomorrow. So that's a great initiative. And El Salvador, the country that made Bitcoin legal tender last year, September, it's holding 2,381 BTC. Great. And let's go and check out our next news. The FTX contagion is just spreading. SBF lawyers terminate FTX representation due to conflict of interest. So SBF incident and disruptive tweeting negatively impacted the reorganization efforts of the lawyers. So this is the reason that they are resigning. We informed Mr. Bankman-Fried several days ago after the filing of the FTX bankruptcy that conflicts have arisen that precluded us from representing him. Yes, so when he came to me, I knew that he was desperate. If we can't help him, there is probably nobody else that would. Probably a bunch of people passed on the deal before us. So this is not a good news, because without lawyers he will not able to make anything. Bahamas regulator confirms FTX asset seizure after hack accusation. So what do we see? Urgent interim regulatory action was necessary to protect the interest of clients and creditors of FDM, the commission said in the statements, and they just seized the assets of FTX because they filed the bankruptcy. So we'll see how we can go forward from him. Win a judicial fight to move the bankruptcy proceeding out of Delaware. Okay, so we'll see, but at least Bahamas regulatory are controlling FTX assets. Next, JP Morgan's Jamie Dimon regulators have done nothing to stem crypto fraud. The outspoken JP Morgan CEO said Sam Bankman-Fried triggered a long-brewing disaster that could have been averted by regulators. So guys, I don't like too much Jamie Dimon, but this is true what he's talking about here. And yeah, regulators haven't focused on crypto at all and have instead done nothing, according to a source familiar with the matter. Okay, so what else do we have here? We see the news surrounding FTX as one step back, but one that could prove to be the catalyst to move the crypto economy 2 steps forward. Okay, what else? Dirty according to Dimon and not don't hold value. So cryptocurrencies are dirty according to Dimon and don't hold value. This is a great stuff to confuse people. City to source that to blockers is going too far. And what else do we have here? Okay, I'm shocked that governments allow it. By the way, not that way stop a digital currency. We have a digital currency. JP Morgan moves 10 trillion US dollar a day around the world. Every day as we are speaking, we are zipping and zapping money all around the world. So they are using their own digital currency, and this is not decentralized. Okay. So what else? You don't know the exact number of terrorists using it. Tax avoidance, sex trafficking, drug money, he said. So he's not liking Bitcoin and crypto. That guy, in my view, is probably going to end up going to jail. Fortunately, according to Dimon, the flows are ones blockchain may help fix over time. Okay, so this is not a crypto-friendly report, but he speaks some true about FTX and Sam Bankman-Fried. Okay, so that's for now, and let's go to our next news. Collapsed FTX owes nearly 3.1 billion US dollar to top 50 creditors. So they own to top 10 creditors 1.5 billion US dollar in court filing. And what else do we have? So nothing. So the big question is, guys, who will be the first when the liquidator will just distributing the assets? Clients, and clients will get their funds, or creditors? So this is my big question. Let me know in the comment section. Next piece of news is Ripple to consider deals for FTX assets. Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO of Ripple, said the company would be interested in companies owned by FTX that serve business customers. So they want to take some piece from the pie, and let's see how it will evolve. Part of my conversation was if he needs liquidity, maybe there is businesses that he has bought or he has that we would want to own. Would we have bought some of those for him? I definitely think that was on the table, he said. I'm not saying we won't look at those things. I'm sure we will, but it's a harder path to transact. So this is what is going on. We'll see, but I think when this liquidation is ongoing, and just from the liquidators they will be able to buy some assets. Cool. Next piece of news is FTX accounts drainer offloads 50,000 Ethereum. Entity uses RAN's Bitcoin gateway to acquire BTC. So that's happened. A huge dump started. The FTX hacker started to dump its Ethereum. So the wallet had almost 250 Ether, but FTX account drainer transferred roughly 50,000 Ether out of the wallet by leveraging RAN's Bitcoin gateway. The entity has been swapping out the Ethereum in exchange for Bitcoin, so RAN Bitcoin, and that's happened. So we'll see if authorities can follow his movement. And also there was a rumor that maybe the Bahamians regulatory body is behind this, and as they transfer the funds to keep it securely, but nobody knows if this is a real hacker or some other things going on. Next huge news that's shaking the market, that GBTC Bitcoin discounts nears 50% on FTX woes as investors stock up. So GBTC shares keep getting cheaper versus Bitcoin, an ideal reason to buy for ARK Invest and Lawrence Lippard. So they bought some GBTC shares, and because the digital currency group as well as the operator Grayscale itself swiftly sought to reassure investors and the market that its flagship product was financially watertight. Nothing is more important than ensuring our clients, with 10 years of expertise building a secure and compliant custody solution, Coinbase Institutional is proud to provide segregate cold storage custody service with our qualified custodian. So Coinbase is the custodian of Grayscale. And guys, look this chart, and you will see that this is the market price, the green one, and holdings is the blue one, and premium rate is down almost 50%. So Grayscale shares are traded on discount. Investor Lippard, I have been buying more GBTC shares. Genesis may go under, but I found that the odds of GBTC Trust being liquidated to be highly unlikely, just given the cash cow that it has been. More likely that someone like Fidelity buys it and keeps it operating. So this is about the Genesis lender company that's connected and owned by digital currency group, and this is how it's connected to GBTC. And they have to raise $1 billion to avoid some liquidations, and this will happen when you are seeing this video on Monday. And this is the GBTC BTC holdings. So lots of questions and DMs. A Lepard view on Grayscale and GBTC. Spoiler alert, I own it. I have been buying more. It is still less than 5% of my BTC holdings in case I'm wrong. Self-sovereign key ownership is a must and top priority. Share health and weight in the portfolio of Leopard. Leopard nonetheless acknowledged that it's impossible to know how much distress they are in. Yes. Let's go and check out our next news. Is Barry Silbert's crypto empire in danger? Genesis allegedly fails to secure funding. So Barry Silbert is the founder of Digital Currency Group, the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, and also this Genesis lending company. And they have some security concerns and some liquidity issue as Genesis, but we'll see if they can just solve this issue. And if not, then a huge dump can happen in this week, because then the Genesis company I think will selling some assets. If the liquidation will happen, that they will be forced selling some bitcoins, maybe Ethereums and other crypto assets, and that will dump the market. Next, okay, we already talked about it, yes. And GBTC manager insists the holdings of Grayscale's digital asset products are safe and secure. Okay. The update from Grayscale follows the recent FTX collapse that has shaken crypto investors and digital currency group Genesis, pausing the firm's lending unit in terms of withdrawal and new loan origination. Grayscale updates public with safety and security information. Custodian says all digital assets that underlie Grayscale digital assets product are held by Coinbase custody, and they are insecure. And also they have some public filings and have been evaluated by our third-party auditor, so everything should be okay at Grayscale. All digital assets that underlie Grayscale digital asset products are stored under the custody of Coinbase Custody Trust Company. So guys, I think GBTC is not affected with this, but Genesis could be affected if this liquidation cascade will start. Next, huge adoption news from Russia. Russian bill would legalize crypto mining sales under experimental legal regime. What's that mean? Passage of the law will bring this activity into the legal field and make it possible to form a law enforcement practice on issues related to the issuance and circulation of digital currencies. So I think this is big. With this, China wants to attract Bitcoin miners and other crypto mining companies. So let's go and check out our next news. Kraken founder Jesse Powell predicts next big event that pushes crypto out of bear market. So we really need this. What is he talking about? It's just a massive hit to lose 10 billion in capital from this industry, to have that just stolen away. That couldn't have gone to great stuff and moved this industry forward. So that's going to take some time to recover from. Obviously, prices are depressed as a result of all this as well. So I think we are going into an even deeper bear market winter. It might be protracted, or we don't have another Bitcoin halving until March 2024. It's going to be some time, and I think that's short of the next kind of big event that might cause us to bounce out of bear market. So the halving will just triggering this. I think unfortunately is the same story as it kind of has been for the industry for the last 11 years that I have been in it, which is we got the keep marching up this hill. Maybe we got the sprint up this hill for a while to recover some ground, but this is a war and it's marathon. It is a marathon, and I don't think we are going to be able to rest on our laurels as an industry. I think there will be continue to be bad actors that come in that we have to get out. There is going to continue to be blows against the industry and misleading information out there. Ultimately, I think we have got to remember why crypto is here in the first place, and that's to deliver Bitcoin and financial freedom basically to the world. So deliver financial freedom, and we are all here for that. Next, Peter Schiff, the gold bag, says Bitcoin still has a long way to fall, values BTC at 10,000 US dollar. The lion's share of selling has not even started yet, according to him. Bitcoin still has a long way to fall. The many in crypto were so easily duped by obvious conman calls into questions their judgment on everything crypto. Based on GBTC's 43% discounts to net asset value, Bitcoin is already trading well below 10,000. I think this is the real price of Bitcoin, as when you sell GBTC, you get paid real cash, but when you sell BTC, you get paid Tether. To get actual cash for Bitcoin, you must accept a huge discount, but also you can redeem Tether to USD at any time, so it's not true. But let's go and check out our next news. Max Kaiser believes everything will be priced in Bitcoin eventually. Can everything be priced in Bitcoin? That's the question. So most BTC enthusiasts would love to walk into a store and see prices in Satoshi rather than US dollars, euros, or other fiat currencies. Such a scenario is not impossible even if merchants aren't up to the task just yet. However, Bitcoin is not considered a currency by most people and store owners, and having goods priced in Bitcoin is more complicated. Okay, the upside of using Bitcoin is that it's cheaper than credit cards. It's also more convenient than dealing with cash and storing it. Even so, the value of BTC tends to fluctuate every second. That makes it tricky to have everything priced in Bitcoin, as the values may only sometimes be accurate, making Bitcoin easier to spend and adopt. So definitely, this is a good way to reach higher adoption. Next piece of news is Pantera Capital buys 140 million US dollar worth of Bitcoin, and they bought this Bitcoin. We will check this on my Twitter feed. And also Bitcoin Bling, Drake is latest rapper to flex eyes out Ledger wallet. So Drake showed off a diamond encrusted Ledger hardware wallet on his Instagram, but unlike some other rappers, Ledger says he's not a partner. So he's not a partner, but bought a very unique Ledger Nano, and he is using it. So guys, be sure also ordering a Ledger Nano and store your crypto on your Ledger. If you want, you can put a diamond there, but and a simple Ledger also works pretty well. We learned about Drake's eyes out Ledger that some way the rest of the world did via his Instagram story today. Ledger doesn't have a partnership with Drake and didn't give him that Ledger, but we are not surprised. Drake gets the power of self-custody and protecting his assets. She added self-sovereignty above all else. So self-sovereignty. More than 20 million Americans expected to wager on second post-PASPA World Cup. So the soccer World Cup is ongoing, and Americans just will bet 1.8 billion US dollar will be bet. So that's not all of it legally. So they will bet a huge amount, and this is going crazy. So 1.8 billion expected in this World Cup spent on betting. FIFA announces partnership with blockchain innovator Algorand. So World Football's governing body confirms collaboration with green blockchain technology company Algorand. Algorand will become the official blockchain platform of FIFA. Partnership announced by FIFA President Gianni Infantino and Algorand founder Silvia Micheli in Los Angeles, US. So I like this partnership, but yeah, we need more kind of sports fan tokens rally ahead of FIFA World Cup, defying crypto market gloom. Socios.com's Chilis jumped 11% in a day, while fan tokens of national soccer teams of Portugal and Argentina are up 50% and 28% respectively amid mounting anticipation for the Soccer World Cup. So good to see that these tokens are going up, and we'll see if they will holding this upward movement, and definitely look out for this. And also we have some related news, as we are partner at the DYOR-Do, and DYOR-Do has also different blockchain games, like you find Gala games, Sorare, and different sandbox and the Star Atlas. And Sorare is doing some nice NFTs about this World Cup, so definitely check them out, and you can pick some nice NFTs on the Sorare.com, and also you can use these DYOR-Do links, and then you can buy different football NFTs here, and you can play and you can collect. So hopefully also you can make some money, but be very cautious, because this is more like a play and not an investment. So guys, let's go and check out what's happening on the market. So Bitcoin volatility is getting lower. This is why the Bollinger Band is getting into this apex of this triangle, and a huge move will come as we have few days, almost maybe 5 days, and then this apex will close here. Also Ethereum broke down because this huge selling pressure due to FTX hacker started to sell Ether for Bitcoin, and as you see, Ethereum dropped down from this triangle, now kind of retesting it, and also it has at 1190 this horizontal resistance. So now this support flip to resistance, and we'll see Ethereum may can go lower from here, at least to 1090. So guys, be sure to follow me on Twitter. Definitely go and make a Twitter account, follow me at MIKLOS Be sure just pushing this notification bell, yes, and also follow Corion platform and laserpunk_gods, our NFT launchpad. And as we see, Ronaldo is wearing a Binance t-shirt, so something is happening. Sees it, not sure what's happening, but something big is brewing here. And also this is the Bitcoin Bollinger Band. It's tightening, so we will see a huge movement either to the upside or to the downside, more likely to the downside. Let's give a like and share. Is this Bitcoin volume spike a turning point? On this chart you see this huge volume candle, and these huge volume candles always indicating a turning point, and this is a weekly Bitcoin chart. Give a like and share. On the way to find the Bitcoin and crypto bottom, so also in the mainstream media you find lots of articles that Bitcoin is dead, crypto is dead, in downfall and ruins and everything, but this is how the market is bottoming out. Definitely watch this Bitcoin West video on Instagram. I was just out today, and the total crypto market value, just guys, from few billion to trillions, and now also below 1 trillion, but it will recover someday. Which coins have the most chance to survive? Check out this thread. You will find some really value packed that maybe these coins, because the utility and use cases will able to survive. FTX hacker is dumping Ethereum, so that was a breaking news. And Genesis seeks 1 billion emergency loan by Monday. hope they will get it. Maybe Binance will come in and buying up a loan book of Genesis. Let's give a like and share. And yeah, so Aptos airdrop and crypto versus CBDCs to check out all these. And also guys, be sure to visit our farms, provide some liquidity on Uniswap and PancakeSwap, and earn up a juicy APRs at 330%. And this is how you can let your CorionX tokens to work. So guys, hope you enjoyed, hope you learned something. See you in the next video. Be careful, maybe in this week the market will collapse further and the huge dump can come, and we are getting closer to the bottom, so be very careful. And if the price will drop, then definitely I will do some DC, so I will buy some Bitcoin, Ethereum and top altcoins that we already talked about. So guys, enjoy your week. Bye bye.